And we are back, folks. I am not alone here on the set this time. I am joined by Alex Howell, the designer for NCAA Football 12, here to take a quick look at this year's iteration in the College Football Titan. Alex, thank you for joining us here.
Thanks for having me, man.
Pleasure to have you. Now, we just shook hands, and I was blinded by a little flash of bling right there.
Everybody talks about this. Everybody talks about it.
I mean, it's a little bit.
It's a little gaudy,
I don't
isn't
want to say. I wasn't going to say it, but hey, you claimed it.
I have thin fingers. Okay.
Yeah.
I have thin fingers.
All right. So what school are you repping there?
Auburn University.
Auburn.
Auburn all the way. War Eagle.
You're an Auburn man.
I'm an Auburn man.
Are we loading up an Auburn game right now? For
we
folks
are.
to check
Auburn
out?
and LSU right here.
What a coincidence!
Imagine that. Oh,
Here,
yeah.
show it off for the folks.
Where's the camera? Over here? Somewhere?
Over here.
Over here.
Boom. Yeah.
Yes. That gigantic.
Oh, it's shiny.
thing. Wow, it's so big focus.
Oh, it's so delightful.
Oh, my hand hurts.
Oh my goodness. You know what? That's not a daily item for you?
No, not at all. It's a special occasion.
But it goes well with the outfit. Now we're here talking about NCAA Football 12. That game's coming out like Tuesday?
Tuesday. So excited.
It's exciting for you guys.
Oh, it's great. We've been working so hard on it. You know, we've been working on it since last August, last July. To finally ship it, such a great feeling. It really is.
Now, the game ships, people jump on that early. What's an exciting thing for you guys, like first week? What do you look forward to, seeing the reaction, seeing how many people get out there? What's it like for you when the game launches?
This year, it's going to be awesome to see all the new custom conferences that everybody's going to create. That's a new feature for us, and custom playbooks. To see just all the new stuff that people are going to create on their own and take it into NCAA, it's going to be really neat.
Now, that was a big stressing point during the press conference earlier was, the amount of creativity people can put into creating their own teams, their own conferences, and their own dynasties. That's a real big way you guys are promoting the game.
It is. There's a lot of tradition. There's a lot of spirit that goes behind NCAA the game, and to bring that and put that in the hands of our users, it's a great feeling. Especially with Team Builder this year, the fact that we already have 1 million teams already made, and we're pushing for that 2 million mark. That's awesome.
Now you have the luxury, being an Auburn grad, that your team is already in there.
Yeah, yes.
But have you made a team yourself?
Of course. I went to St. James High School, small private school in Montgomery, and that's the first thing I made. Especially with Road to Glory this year, you can import all your Team Builder teams into your senior season. So I've made, the Montgomery Academy Eagles, Trinity Wildcats, every single team I played in high school.
Is one of those your elementary school team as well?
No.
Maybe a new project for you this year.
Exactly. Elementary football.
All right, and so one of the things we talk about is the identity for the school. And so these intros, a lot of these feature, players running by some statue, touching it,
traditions, yes.
seeing some mascots. Is there any mascot rumble mode here? Is that like a little
there is a mascot
Easter egg?
mode. There is a mascot mode. In the front menu, you can take on, if you want to play as Aubie against, the LSU Tiger, do it. Go right ahead.
Really?
Everybody's 99. Yes, go right ahead.
Could you put the buffalo against the tiger?
You can have the TCU Horned Frog playing, I don't know, the Maryland Terrapin. I mean, go ahead.
This sounds like
up to you.
This is like a real interesting side mode for those folks who maybe aren't as familiar with the game of football.
Exactly.
But speaking of those folks, some people who don't have an identity with one of these big teams, or maybe are not so big into football that they would want to create their own. Like, what's the entry point for those folks?
It's really easy. We've made the online tool Team Builder so accessible that not only can you recreate any team you can think of, you can add logos to them, you can add entrance music to them, you can even select your own stadium. So it really puts your own identity on a school that you really want to create.
But the creation, so it stays mostly at the team level and above, right? I mean, we have players here, I'm seeing halfback 23.
Yes.
Can you go all the way in there with the names?
Fully
and the
customized.
roster?
You can go in and edit every single player to every single attribute, to last name, to first name, to equipment. And also this year, you have the ability to edit coaches. So not only can you edit the head coach, you can also change the offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, where they went to school, everything. Their playbook style, super customizable.
Now, with all this customization, one of the things you guys were talking about during the press conference was trying to make this game future-proof.
Yes.
Given this game the potential to just keep evolving here,
It really is, and on the NCAA team, we have, a big theory of putting everything in the user's hands. We know that there's so much beyond NCAA football with other schools, the smaller schools, with high school teams, that bringing that to the players and letting them take control of that and spreading it with, socially, that's a big step for us.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
I like that.
I like it.
It's fun. I mean, that appeals to me, as someone who I would maybe tend towards the arcade or aspects of sports rather than the simulation. But being able to get in there, put my stamp on things,
exactly.
That's always draws me in a little bit more.
It's a lot of fun.
Now, for those folks who are waiting every year for the new update, they're super deep into it. Give us just like a highlight or two that that's really gonna light their fire.
Sure. Not only with custom conferences, with custom playbooks, the coaching carousel online Dynasty, the fact that after every single season, coaches will go to different places, and not only if they go to a different school, there's got to be somebody that takes that position. So if, an Auburn coach decides that he wants to move over to Oklahoma USC, somebody's got to fill those slots. And it's not even at the head coach level; it even goes down to offensive and defense coordinator positions.
Really?
It's super deep.
So your trades, your moves, they have this trickle down effect that maybe you'd be wise to anticipate. Otherwise, you might end up with something you didn't plan for.
Exactly. You can start out a small, some place like San Jose State's a small school, and as offensive coordinator, and build your way up to a head coach at USC. It's totally possible.
Now, when you're playing head coach, for example, there's a lot of different. Are there different sort of depths you can play? From game to game, you can play every down, or you can sim a game.
Yes, Super Sim is fully involved in NCAA this year. If you just want to play offense and you're the offense coordinator, you only play offense. If you're the head coach, you can play both sides, but if you still just want to play offense, you can totally do that. The custom features are totally as deep as they are in the regular game as they're in Dynasty.
Now, how do you, when it comes out next week, you sit down, you have your copy, which I'm sure you don't already have. What's the first thing you're going to do? How are you going to play?
The first thing I'm going to do is start up a Dynasty as an offensive coordinator at TCU. I love TCU. I love the way they run their offense, and I'm going to see if I can just win as many national championships as I can.
How many are you predicting? Let's call it.
Let's go 4 for 4. I'll win 4 in a row.
Alex, a bold claim, but I'll be interested to see how you make good on that.
Confidence.
All right, now it's right around the corner. This game is coming out on Tuesday. What platforms can folks get this for?
Xbox and PS3.
Alex Howell, thank you so much for coming by the studio and showing it off.
Thanks for having me, man.
Great to have you here.